Good morning, I'm Maria from the Rich and Simple Living. Today is Tuesday, so I've come on with a vlog. A little bit mixed today, a bit of homeschooling, a little bit of home life, how the kitchen's doing, slowly. And I'll just quick show outside, just to show you what I've done over the weekend, because Friday I did the end of the month vlog. So I've done a little bit of work, like I was discussing on that. I've done that at the weekend, a few jobs. I'll show you what I've been doing. So first of all, I thought we'll talk about some homeschooling. Nothing spectacular. This week is, if you're at school, it's half term. Well, Sian does observe the holidays, like I've said before, because she's been in school. She was in primary school. And obviously she made some friends, although she says she didn't really make friends, but there is a couple. And so she likes to have the holidays to share some time with them as well, to catch up with them and just hang out a bit together. So that's quite nice. But the beauty with homeschooling with Sian, although I say she's observing the school holidays, she isn't with her friends all the time. She is at home some of the time. And she's still doing the self-led things because she is naturally interested in that. She's constantly learning. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. Throat, I should say. It's early morning. I've been outside and I think the pollen must be high or something, because I'm feeling a bit, I might have to go and take hay fever tablet. So you'll have to excuse me if I do sound so croaky. But yeah, like I was saying, Sian, she does structured mornings, and she now does like home-led afternoons and self-led, home-led, where have I got that word from? Self-led afternoons. And so she's researching all sorts of things. Sometimes she does artwork, and quite often it's all different history things. Like she's come at me recently, which is what I'm going to show you, and said, oh Mum, I want to learn about the Vikings, and started reading off Vikings name. Well, I didn't know she was even looking into Vikings, but she started looking into it because she looks at documentaries and things like that on the television. She's got Netflix herself, so she likes to look at documentaries. I can never find them, so we can watch them together, but she finds things on hers. I think she has a bit of help from her sister though. So, and I'm old enough, so I'm supposed to know these things, so I don't get the help. But yeah, she does watch that, and not a lot of things. She's more a reader, Sian is. She loves to read. She loves reading about things. But her latest thing is Vikings. So she wants to know about them. I mean, we live a couple of miles from the capital of the old, what was known as Mercia. So she's quite interested in that and wants to go and see some Viking graves and things like that. So we'll see what we can do. But yeah, because she's interested in Viking, she's come to me and she said, oh Mum, can we do some Viking work? So she wanted to do some structured Viking work. And I said, yeah. Well, because like I say that she does observe her holidays, we are coming up to the point after this half-term one. I think there's about 6 weeks with schools, and then they break up for the big summer holidays. So what I want to do, because Sian does Key Stage 3 workbooks for a structured work more often than not, like a geography, history, science and things like that, German. They're all Key Stage 3 structured. So we're coming to them because they're working like modules, and then you get practice sessions, tests, like little test things, we can sparkle to see what you know. And so you work for a module, then you do a test on it. So you've got a test like from the previous module, and then like tests on the module you've just done, and that's how it goes throughout the book. What's up, puss? And so we're coming out a couple of a science book we finished, as I've said before, but I've done some twinkle science sheets on different things in nature, sort of things this time of the year that's going on. So she's got some worksheets to keep her going till the end of term for that. A geography, she's in the question test session, so I don't want to start another module because I think history and the geography's both got 3 weeks left of test sessions, so there won't be enough time to do another module and the test questions that go with it before they break up for the summer holidays. So what I'm going to do is finish the next 3 weeks with the test questions, put the books away then until September, and so I thought then we can use that time to do some structured Viking work, structured work she wanted to do. So what I'd ordered, I found a load more books on CGP. So I'll show you that one first. Can you see that one? I'm sat on the floor today because I'm trying to capture the light. Because it's early in the morning, the light is over in the kitchen way, over that way, but it's too bright. So I've got to find the right position. So I'm squatting on the floor. So yeah, found her a Vikings book. Now, these were really good. They did loads of different ones. They did Egyptians, Anglo-Saxons, because I said to her, maybe we ought to do the Anglo-Saxon one as well, because it's sort of tied in a lot with Viking as well. So there was ancient Greece, planet Earth, under the oceans. They're just some I can think of. They did quite a lot. But anyway, I was looking at the Vikings. So Discover and Learn Vikings. This is the study book. It says here years 5 to 6. Don't worry about that. Because when you're homeschooling, years don't matter to you. You go on what you see is interesting or good for them to do. Because what I thought, as she goes through this book, it just gives her the basics, which you probably know in Sian's done all her own research and knows more than just the basics, but it'll say to me or whether she is really interested enough to go into it more. But let's have a look, see. So yeah, I just show you a random page. It's just easy enough to read, it's quite simple, quite straightforward. It just seems to grab pointers out of different things. What I like about it though is the pictures. I love seeing the pictures. It smells nice. Do you like the smell of new books? Or am I just weird? I do. I like the smell of new books. There's something about a new book. When I was a child and you'd get a new book, first thing you did, open it and smell it. Just something nice about it. Or maybe I'm just weird. But yeah, another one there, Alfred the Great. And each page is like a different part of it, tells you different things. Asks you questions, violent Vikings, Viking visits. If I go find the first page and I can, so it starts on like who were the Vikings. So then you get with it a Viking activity book. Well, you don't get with it, you buy it separate. But it goes with it, is what I mean. So we get the Viking activity book, although I prefer to call them workbooks. It sounds a bit babyish activity book, like it's going to be games, doesn't it? But it is a workbook, really. And it complements it. So again, like your first question pages, who were the Vikings? So you'll read through it and take that away and answer your questions. So each page goes with each other, they complement each other. So you study it and then you work on it. It's really good. I mean, it's quite basic, straightforward, but I think it's a great way, no matter what age your child is, whether they're younger, whether they're older, or whether they're bang on that age group. It's a great way if they say they're interested in something. It's basic, you can get them to go through it, and if they're enjoying it and want more, then you can go in deep and start all your own researching and buying books. Because Sian, we buy a lot of books for. She loves books, like I say, she loves reading, but she likes proper good grown-up books with a lot of detailing and picture books. Like she's got a lot of war books, World War II, World War One, the Cold War, map books on where these things took place. At Easter, we bought a book on the Romanovs, and she's really into that at the moment, and Tsar Nicholas and the Romanov period. But she likes the proper good books like we'd buy, you know, because she likes the pictures in them, she likes the writing, that's what they say. She likes the detail in things, Sian does. So although these are sort of basic, it's like I was saying with the Twinkle comprehension sheets, picking subjects, you go for the basics to know whether they're interested or not. Because if they're not interested, there's no point in having bought all books on the subject and it just sit on the shelf and do nothing. So you can go from there then when they're interested. So I thought, well, coming up to the summer term, the end of the summer term, we can easily get through this when she's done her finish with the geography and finish with the history and a German. I think that starts the question sheets next week, so that'll be finished quite quickly. So she'll easily have a good 3 weeks doing this, and I think she'll go through that a breeze easily in 3 weeks. So that's what we picked out for her to do. And then, like I say, in the summer break, she has a break as well. Well, what we say by break, we don't do no structured learning, but she still does self-led things because that's what she likes to do. She's interested in that. And like we say, children are learning all the time, aren't they? I mean, we do. I think we still learn all the time. Learning's never ending. It doesn't stick to any particular age group. So yeah, so that's what's happening education-wise. She's in bed at the moment. So she's, like I say, she's having this week off, but so she likes a good lie in. She doesn't like getting out of bed. Trouble is with her, she'll go to bed late. Last night I went into her room to see if she was asleep because the telly was still on, but sometimes she falls asleep with it on. And I went in and there she was with a night light by her because she has a few lights on at night, Sian does, and keeps it on all night. But she got this one right with her on the bed and she was drawing. She was doing picture, something to do with a Welsh country human. I've just got to finish it, she said. I won't colour it in now. I've just got to get this outline done. She's like, this was when I went to bed, getting on for 11 last night. I'm saying, you make sure you get in bed and get some sleep. So yeah, any time of the day or night, she's doing educational things that she enjoys doing. So yeah, so that's what's happening with her education. Friday, we're going out on a visit. So we shan't bring you a video on Friday. It'll be Saturday when I do that because I don't know if it's everything's educational, but somewhere we've not been before. But we'll tell you all about that on Saturday when I put a vlog out on Saturday. If I can do some filming, I'll put a vlog out on Saturday and instead of Friday and tell you about that. But anyway, I'm not going just yet. I'm going to struggle to get up off this floor because my leg's gone dead, so pins and needles. And I'll give you a quick show of how we're getting on with the kitchen. It's coming along. I mean, there's the kitchen, you can see the floor. That's the old carpet strip that was left. There was tiling under that from years ago, which has all got to come up. So I'll go in there and we'll have a look how that's going. And then when we're doing that, we'll pop outside and just have a quick peek out there. So we'll go and have a look. You'll have to excuse the sound of the washer because I got up and put the washer on first thing. This is a beautiful day. Oh, beautiful day. It's nice to be able to say that. After all the rain we've had, it's wonderful. The weather's changed. Hope it stays like that. But anyway, I walked in this kitchen this morning and I was nearly blinded because it is just white, totally white. But as you can see, so I'm trying to get the light. Towels are done. They're on. They've all got to have a wipe over, wash over. Sorry I'm squinting, the light's on me. But they've all got to have a wash over because obviously the grout was wet, so you don't go rubbing at them wet until it's all settled. So that's going to have a rub over today. Pardon me. Yeah. If they excuse the state, I feel like I'm living in a right mess. Oh, I think that's a bit dark. Oh, there we go. Again in that corner. It's all done nicely. All finished. And you know, the tiling gave me such stress. I thought, oh, I'm never going to get it right, especially when we got those holes in the wall. Oh no, awful. But it's come on all right. Now he's painted everywhere white because I decided I was going to do my white. I do matte ceiling, see if I can come out the sun a bit, I'm squinting. But I was going to do a matte ceiling, which I always do anyway, which I have done. and then vinyl silk, the skirting boards, doors and everything, white. Then I was going to get like a bit of an off-white like we've got in the living area and for the walls, so it's a bit different, you know. But then I thought, this is so much work that come next year, I think we need to be able to do our decorating sort of January, February, before the planting season, because it is such hard work, and Dean is working so long and hard going from the decorating and to jobs outside. And I've been doing jobs outside, but I'm limited to what I can do because having an hernia right along the waistband, on the waistband by my tummy button, I can't bend to do all the planting and everything. So he's trying to do it all. That's why you see him doing most of those things. And it's difficult for him to do everything. So it's taking such a long time, and I really am squinting, aren't I? It's taken such a long time, and it's such hard work, and I feel like he's getting no rest. And then when I say we'll have a day's rest, he don't want a day's rest because he wants to get it all done. So I'm thinking to myself, I thought, why don't we whitewash it all? Why don't it just be whitewashed? It's easy to wipe down with a bit of that spray bleach you buy to muck off the walls and the frames, because that's the worst thing. I mean, I don't know, here, when they're coming up through down here, when they come up the step, they always grab the frames, hold onto the frames, pull through. Well, you know, like all the residue and the grease off your hands over time, like on your stair rails, it comes off and goes on. So that'd be easy to bleach, because he just, it was just any colour before, magnolia and white matte, that he just sort of botched it up with, because we kept saying, oh, we'll get the kitchen done, we'll just botch it up for now. So I said to him, let's just whitewash it. See down here, you can see, I says, let's just whitewash it all. And then it's so much easier, because come January, February, when we're not in the garden, we can just get a tub of vinyl silk white and matte white and just whitewash it all out again. I said we'll do the same with the landing and stairs as well. We'll just keep our hints of colour in the living room and dining room area. Although we are tempted to whitewash the dining room area, but I'm not sure on that yet. But the living room area, which is at the moment is the dining room, that's got like a goldy beige paper, which is new, and we never go in there hardly, so we're not changing it. And that's got a very like pale creamy beige painted walls. Well, leaving that's fine. So leaving the colour in there. Our bedrooms have colour as well. We're not worried about them, because it's not like you have to do your bedrooms very often, is it? I've done mine for years and it looks as good as it ever was. So yeah, it's just these areas, you know, like your working areas where everybody's in and out, and, you know, up the stairs and bathroom, that sort of thing. So yeah, we whitewashed it. So I quite like it. We were just walking in this morning, I thought, I should have put my sunglasses on. But it doesn't help, because obviously there's no curtains up. So we took all those nasty old blinds down, and I'm going to get some roller blinds. But because our windows, I mean, not only have we not got window ledges, we have got, I don't know if we can see, they're like in sections. Oh yeah, we can see there just about. You have to excuse the light a little though. They're like in sections, so it's like 1, 2 and 3 squares. Now you can't get blinds that fit perfectly into them because they're stupid sizes. What I can do is get for these the first two, I think I'm back to front on the camera, so I'm not sure I'm pointing the right way. But this first one where I am, and to the middle one, we can get one whole section for there. Then we can get one for the end one, a small one, and have to cut it down. So it'd have to be like 3. So I'm not too fussed if it looks okay, but I'll just roll with that. We'll just roll with it. We'll just get on with that. So yeah, that's that anyway. The floor, it's got old flooring on. All them tiles have got to come up. I have bought some new tiles. I don't know if we can see them. Don't know if you can see them around there. Don't know where I'm actually pointing. No, I'm not very good at operating that, but they are down there. the black, I'll show you them when we put them down, black vinyl ones, a bit like the ones that are on the floor now, but the black vinyl. So all this flooring's got to come up, all of that's got to come up, and same in there, in that one, and go down, the new stuff go down, but that will be last because obviously got the units to paint and the top of the unit to paint. So, and then he forgot, he says, I didn't pull the dishwasher out to paint behind there. So I said, oh, when you get a towels up, just have to paint behind it then. So yeah, that's that, just got those bits finished, cupboards to paint, and hopefully we'll get that done this week, and the work surface and the flooring to go down. So I'm going to get my shoes, and I'm going to take you outside and we'll just have a quick look. I think there's people outside, I'm not sure, so probably won't say nothing, but we'll see. I'll just go and show you what we were doing. Just bear with me. Have a look. The store is down there for the strawberries, and it's covered over where the rhubarb was, but that should be alright. Mulch it down for winter, so that's better. All the weeding's out, and I'm hoping it'll help suppress the weeds now. Right, so we'll come round here. We can see there, that's the baths I was talking about, the tin baths. They've all got swede in now. I think I've got about 25 or 26 in there, all in all. So yeah, they're all done. Doing it this way round. I prefer holding my camera, but right, let's have a look in the garden. Maybe I'll go the other side actually. Let's have a look at the runner beans. Look at them, can you see them? All coming on actually. The bit of sunshine, they've all shot up. I'm very pleased with them. There. Very pleased with them. And the same, the sweet corn. I mean, it doesn't look brilliant, the sweet corn. I don't know if you can see actually because of the light. It doesn't look brilliant, but it is coming on. The middles are starting to form. I have lost one, so I might pop a seed in the ground, I don't know. But yeah, everything is slowly coming together. See what a bit of sunshine does, can't believe it. So everything is coming out nice. And the carrots are all growing and appear to have 2 rows of them. And I've put more cabbages in down there. And I filled the cauliflower up and it's all taking off. None of it's died off. So yeah, all's coming together lovely. Cassie, rolling. What you doing, Cassie? Having a roll on the grass. Right, so looked at that in a fashion. The sky is beautifully blue. We'll go back in. So, that's the garden. I don't know how much of that you'll have actually seen because I'm using the selfie stick. I just tried to swing it around. I've not got the hang of it yet, this selfie stick. I'm sure it's more of a nuisance than it is a help most of the time. It's great for using as a tripod, but for walking around. It's a bit of an hindrance. But I suppose I'll get the hang of it. Anyway, so yeah, everything's coming on in the garden. See, all it needed was a bit of sunshine, just some sunlight, some heat. The rain was just killing it all off. And luckily, the sunshine came before the rain totally killed it off. But they were right on the edge. Sweet corn, they're looking okay, but I have lost one. Might pop another seed in. The peas have done really well, they're coming on great. Next year I've decided I'm planting them in the ground. So I had a gardening journal from my birthday, not my birthday, Easter, and I wasn't going to start it till next year because I thought, I've already started doing things now. But it's great because before you start the yearly planner, it's got note pages and everything. So I thought, all right, I'm going to write all my notes in now, things I found, things I'm saying to myself, oh, next year I'm going to do such and such. And you know, you say it and you forget, don't you? So I thought, I'm writing that in the note section at the beginning of my journal so I can kickstart next year, look at that and think, so that's what I need to do. So yeah, peas are going straight in the ground next year. I'm not doing them in pots in the greenhouse. My onions, spring onions, I told you I'd got another set starting off. Actually, I should have opened the door in there because my cucumbers keep going floppy with the heat. I think I'm losing one, but I've got a spare one. But yeah, them spring onions that I put in, I said that it was saturated, the tub was and that. I've not watered them at all. I've left them in the greenhouse, keep the door open in the day, and they're springing up. Spring onions springing up. Sorry. But they're growing. Yeah, there's like a little layer of green, and I thought, oh great, because I thought I'd lost them and I was going to have to start another set. So I've bought one lot out and put it on the patio because they're a bit spindly in there. I thought they need to come out now in the light and everything outside to sort of grow more, you know, get a bit bulkier. So they're out and the other lot are in there starting, and I'm going to start some lettuces off. So all's looking good, all's getting there slowly. I'm just glad when all the kitchen and house is done. But it's quite nice because I was talking to you about when you live simply, it means, you know, stress-free as well. I walked in the kitchen today and it's just all white. After I'd got over being blinded and could open my eyes again, I sort of thought, because it's quite empty at the moment, because obviously everything's moved out because of the decorating, I thought, this feels nice. I love this feeling of just space and, you know, nothing there. It just feels good, and it did feel good, and I don't want to clutter it all. I'd rather get rid of everything and not have nothing in there. Just my kettle for a cup of tea will do me. So I just don't want all the clutter again. So anyway, on that note, we've had a bit of a look at everything from homeschooling, home life and attempted homesteading. On that note, I shall leave you now, and like I said, I shan't be with you on Friday because we're out for the day. And anybody who's saying, oh no, you shouldn't tell anybody you're out for the day, this house is never empty. It's not empty. There's others here aren't coming out with me. So it's not all of us are going out. But yeah, we'll be out for the day on Friday, all being well, and I shall hopefully show you where we've been on Saturday. I'll do my vlog on Saturday and hopefully show you where we've been. So until then, have a nice week, and I shall see you on Saturday. Bye everybody.